I belong here. I don't think I fit in.
Oh, nonsense. Of course you do.
Oh, no, I mean it. I mean it. It's just somebody must have goofed if I gotta stay here another day.
Peace! It's Professor Griff, public enemy, the ex-minister.
Which means it's too strong.
Like, serious minds. Serious. All right? All right, anyway, in the meantime, in between time, let's dive into this particular subject. Let me make sure everyone can hear me over on YouTube. And, oh, okay. Quan, what's good with you? You driving? I got you, though. All right. We're just reminiscing today. We're talking about our sister, Tina Turner, making sure in the hearts and minds of our people, we send her home. When we say we're sending her home, back to the essence, back to the Creator. The Creator called her back in. We could dive into the esoteric meaning and the deeper spiritual meaning of what it means to pass on or to pass away or to, that's a little bit deep right now. We're not trying to get that deep. All right. We're coming on tonight to celebrate the life of our good sister, Tina Turner. All right. So while you're getting y'all's information together, just going to throw a few things out there. Now, I woke up one Saturday morning and I was staying at my man's Malcolm's house in Delaware, and him and his crew was in there singing Saturday morning some Tina Turner songs, and I was just trying to figure out what's going on. You know, I'm just saying, I peeked my head out the door, looked around the corner, man, and they was in there like rolling, rolling, rolling on. I'm like, okay, Malk, do your thing, bro. Glaze was in there, background vocals, and a couple other people, I'm just saying. Well, that never happened. I'm just saying, no. We have all sang a Tina Turner song, danced, or watched our mates, our queens, our sisters, our mom, somebody do some Tina Turner steps. I mean, I had an auntie that wore a Tina Turner wig. You understand what I'm saying? So we've all had some, intersection with the life and times of Miss Tina Turner. Some people have pulled strength from her domestic issues with Mr. Ike Turner. We've pulled different things from the life of Tina Turner, and hopefully we've learned some valuable lessons. All right. So what I'm going to do today is something a little bit different. I want you to just post up whatever it is that you feel you want to say about Tina Turner. Of course, they released the information on how she passed away is from natural causes. Of course, we already know. I think she suffered a stroke, if I can remember, some years ago, and I think she already had some issues dealing with cancer that led up to this. All right. But according to her publicist from the Daily Mail, she died from natural causes. And this was the press release that went out. She had intestinal cancer to a certain degree that she was keeping a lid, kind of like a lid on and keeping it under control. And of course, she had suffered a stroke. And I believe her son had passed away some years ago, if I can remember. I'm just kind of going on memory. Thank you very much. Janelle Muhammad said her movie, What's Love Got to Do With It, will always be inspiring icon, as well as the Queen Tina Turner music. Yeah, Angela Bassett just played the role to the T. And if you didn't know anything about Tina Turner, if you saw Angela Bassett play that role, it gave you a well-rounded view of what Tina Turner went through in her life. Like I said, we can all pull from valuable lessons from the life of Tina Turner. Let me tell you something. When I found out that she had $36 or 36 cents, I know it was 36. It was 36 cents or $36 and a MARTA card, a transit card to her name. When she left Ike, she had the strength and the wherewithal to get up out of that domestic violence situation and start her life over. And she did it. And the first album that she released sold 10 million copies. All right. Culture _ entertainment _ Inc. Thanks for dropping that Demetria on us, all right? Yes, she was iconic woman, easily a superwoman with super strength on a lot of different levels. Y'all are breaking down and giving me the numerology. Thank y'all very much. She had 3, 6, ? I'm not sure what that means. Vodka Simmons, you got to break that down a little deeper than that. Everyone is not on your level when it comes to gematria or numerology or whatever it is that you study. So you just can't put 1 or 2 things up on the screen and think we're supposed to know. Most people are not there with that. So you probably got to go a little bit more in depth. All right. We understand with the age of that she passed away, what that actually means. Some people understand those numbers in a numeric sense to mean different things. All right. Okay. Anyway, the Daily Mail says exclusive, Tina Turner died from natural causes at her home in Switzerland after battling intestinal cancer, 4 decades of high blood pressure, and ongoing kidney transplant. The legendary singer died at 83, passed away at her home near Zurich, Switzerland. All right. Now, I'm not sure if she lived near Switzerland to get away from America. She lived out there because it was a better place to deal with her illness. We don't know what the issue was. But nonetheless, passing away at 83, after a long illness, yeah, we are losing so much of our greats, man. I sat up in the bed last night thinking, wow, why we're losing so many so rapidly. And then I said to myself, and I think I said to Soleil, why am I thinking that these people are supposed to live forever? But a lot of times we immortalize them in our minds, in our spirit, in our hearts. And we always think we remember Tina Turner as the beautiful Black woman that strutted across the stage. And that's how I had her in my mind. I'm not sure how you had her in your mind. All right. TIVT, TEVT. I don't know what that means. You got to break that down. I can't even, yeah. If you're dealing with y'all dealing with numerology, a lot of times numerology is happening in your head. But if you're going to try to explain it, you got to do a little bit more thorough job than that. All right. All right. This the show is fueled by the people. This the people's power show. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to put some numerology up on the board, then yeah. Now, if I break it down according to how I understand numerology, all right, then I might be misrepresenting what you're trying to say. So we're going to exalt the life of our sister. Whatever issues you had with Tina Turner, then you got to deal with them issues on your own. All right? Okay. Be mindful now. If you put something on the screen, we're going to save that. All right? And when you check out of here, we're going to hold you to that standard. All right? We're going to hold you to that standard. All right? Okay. Now, keep that in mind now. All right? So the standard that you wish to judge other people by, you will be judged by that standard. All right? Okay. So now, Tina Turner definitely was a magnetic singer with explosive power. The creator deposited that gift in her. And from a young age, Ike Turner recognized that, and she was part of, all right, let me see if I can get it right. Rhythm, what was Ike Turner's first band called? Not Rhythm Nation. Come on, y'all, stop. Y'all got to help me out, man. Ike Turner's first band, what was it called? The one that Tina Turner was in. And who gave her the name Tina Turner? Because that wasn't her name. Kings of Rhythm. Thank you. Professor Griff with the memory kicking in. All right. What was Tina Turner's real name? There's really something wrong with your spirit if the first thing that you come on here and say is something negative about a woman who lost her life battling 2 or 3 illnesses. All right. If the first thing you have to say is negative, there's truly something wrong with you. Anime Bullock was Tina Turner's name. Now I remember Ike saying, "Sing the song like I taught you, Anime." I just thought he was just saying. I didn't know what real name was Anime. But all right, this show was about honoring the music, the legacy, and the life of our sister, Miss Tina Turner, Miss Annie Mae Bullock. All right. Now, even when I got to go back and watch the movie, but you know, that movie sent me through a myriad of and a roller coaster ride of emotions. I laughed at some part. I danced to some parts of it. Damn near wanted to shed a tear. I wanted to slap the hell out of Ike Turner and choke him. But hey, yeah. But I'm one of the ones like you that pulled from the life of Tina Turner. What was her relationship with Mick Jagger? All right. And what did Tina Turner lend to the world of rock and roll and pop? Can you help me out with answering these questions? Let's put a picture of Miss Tina Turner and Ike Turner up on the screen. Sing the song, Anime. Hold on for a second. Yeah. Yeah, that screen is looking a lot crowded. Let me clear some of that up so we can see what the hell's going on. Is that better? Nope, I guess it's not any better. Hold on. I think that's cool. That's cool. We can kind of deal with that. Did you ever meet Tina Turner, Griff? No. I never got the pleasure of meeting Tina Turner at all. I've shaken hands and hugged some of the greats, man. And the only two times I can honestly say that 3 times that I was nervous with meeting people that I admired from a distance, meeting Stevie Wonder, Prince, and probably Anita Baker. I don't know why I felt so comfortable meeting Regina Bell, Howard Hewitt from Shalimar. There's a few other people I just kind of felt comfortable with, maybe because of their spirit. Yeah. And some people in the industry, I wish I never had met. Yeah. So let me say this, and I don't mean any disrespect to anyone by saying this. All right. And please, can y'all bear with me for a second? Is that possible? Can y'all just kind of lend me your ear, lend me your spirit? Okay. John Trey, what's good, bro? Let's make Asheville happen, man. For real. You're right, Queen Fatima. She brought rhythm and soul to rock and roll. All right. Travis Exman, you said rock and roll is mostly estranged from black people. Yeah, because I think they took what we kind of invented, took it and ran with it. Yeah, and blocked us out of it. But if you go back and look at the history of rock and roll, if you go back and look at the history of country music, black people are there. They just don't tell the true story about it. Tev T, you said she was Mick Jagger's mentor, I think. Yeah, not necessarily. I think mentor in such a way, but yeah, she taught Mick Jagger some dance moves and some other stuff. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. All right. So just bear with me for a minute. You know, a lot of times when I find myself kind of being real reserved about what I want to say, it's because I have to find a way using this bastard language called English in order to kind of, hopefully it'll carry the vibration and the spirit of my words to your soul, not necessarily your ear. All right. So, and this is gonna be real brief. I'm not trying to get deep. I'm not trying to get super whatever. All right. The idea of the ancestral realm. Everyone that dies is not necessarily an ancestor. And if they are, I need you to understand something. Everyone that passed away is not necessarily a good, positive ancestor to be revered. That spirit will come back and relive and revisit. All right? And you might meet somebody down the road and say, you know something, you remind me of somebody. And you do this. You try to tap into that frequency to see who that person reminds you of. And it might be someone that's already passed on. And that spirit came back. Can I leave that on the table right there? So every person that passed on is not a positive ancestor. Is it all right if I leave that on the table right there just like that? If someone out there has studied the Ifa, the airway, Yoruba, any of those traditions, you can come on and talk to us about that if you'd like. I mean, I could go deeper. I don't want it to be one of the top heavy shows because our sister broke free from a domestic violence situation and went into herself and pulled up and pulled out, and married her spirit on to the Buddhist tradition, which helped her get through a trying time. Hassan Burton, thank you very much, good bro. All right. When you look at these traditions, do not be narrow-minded to the degree that we always say these are someone else's traditions. And then when you go to study the origin of who those people are, you run back into yourself. All right? Okay. So I'm just laying that out there because when I come and want to be able to have people remember the beauty of this woman and the life lessons that she has given us, pulling from her life in order to pass that on through us to younger people. I think we have to become the vessels now of that. So I'm saying, but I'm not saying, get out of the way for a second. Take the positive aspects of what she had to offer us, channel it, let it come through you, pass the positive aspects of what this woman had to offer to the next generation so we could begin to see ourselves in a positive light. There's a whole bunch of things we can get on here and say negative about a lot of people. Notice I never even came on here to talk about Jim Brown. In order for me to have a conversation about that, man, I got to get my spirit right to even have a conversation about him. Tina Turner went through what she had to go through to release the negativity from her spirit, from her life, because if she attracted Ike Turner, that's what she attracted. And then we still have to deal with the law. There's certain laws that are operating in nature. All right? The law of karma, the law of magnetism. I mean, we can break out the Kabbalion and a few other things, and we could go over those particular laws, but I didn't want to make this show that kind of show. You understand what I'm saying? I'm well able to have those conversations with you, but I wanted to do like they do in New Orleans. All right? I really wanted to play some music and some other things to celebrate the sister's life. All right? Exactly. Restoration V, you're right. All of us have to go through that process of restoring. All right? And every day that we live, we prepare ourselves for our death. All right? You don't get to a certain age and then you start preparing. You're preparing from the day that you're born. I know we're getting a little bit deep, and I promised I wasn't going to go there. Danny Harrison said karma can affect you in this lifetime or many other lifetimes from now. And then we have to determine whether or not is it a karmic debt that we have to pay. You only know if you got the life lesson, all right, when you don't return back through the same life lesson. Please tell me you got that. I learned my life lesson through my life lesson. Hopefully not to repeat the life lesson. I'm not trying to get my esoteric or my metaphysics on today. Trust me, fam. Kasula, Slim, you got to explain what that is. Everyone is not on your level. Explain why should we burn that? You said clear the debt by burning ancestral money. And where do one get ancestral money? All right. We have to be able to speak to everyone on the platform, not just to someone like me who you might think no, but speak to everyone. If you're going through the same thing over and over and over in your life, and you still haven't learned the lesson, where you're going to constantly go through them over, and the Creator is going to bring you back and hit you upside the head with that life lesson, because guess what? You haven't learned the lesson. But that's a beautiful thing, Quan. Quan said, honestly, Griff, I know I've been here before probably a few times, still haven't figured out which lesson I haven't learned yet. Do not measure the thing that you might think is your life lesson according to someone else's life lessons, or what this world has to say about your life. No, don't measure it by this world. Yeah, no. Nope. This is why we push the concept and the idea of having knowledge of self. You need to know and tap into what the Creator deposited in you. What is your assignment? You've heard me say this a million times. What is your assignment? What was Tina Turner's assignment? I heard her say in the interviews, way beyond singing and dancing. The Creator deposited a beautiful, raspy, bluesy kind of voice in her. Also, the strength to see certain things through. Okay, John Trey, hurt nobody. Tina was telling you to choose yourself even over love. Restoration V said, Griff, I'm hard-headed as hell. I know this is my last time. Well, the thing about what you and Quan just did, it's a beautiful thing to give us an insight and listen to y'all say what y'all say about yourselves. All right, because the worst thing in the world is have somebody recognize that about you and tell you that you hard-headed and you don't accept it. I was told a long time ago by my mom, yeah, I was probably born at the wrong time. I should have been born 20 years earlier. So I would have been in my 20s in the 60s, because my spirit was ripe for that. I should have been running with Fred Hampton Sr. and them brothers. I know that about myself. It's why a lot of times when I step back out of myself to look back at myself, yeah, I'm like, yeah, the 80s couldn't deal with Griff. Because I was ready to set shit off for real. But anyway, I'm not going to get on the Professor Griff pedestal tonight. This is about Tina Turner. But once you realize those things about yourself, yeah, then you can understand your assignment. All right? I think by studying different aspects of Tina Turner's life, I know she has accepted her assignment and chose to heal herself. And she chose herself, like John Trey said, she chose herself over love. And she outlived the man who put her through all of that. Way beyond the man, Ike Turner, who put her through all of that, we cannot let racism, white supremacy off the hook. All right? We just can't say Ike did that because that's, you know, if Ike did that, Ike did that. We're not letting him off the hook either, but I'm saying to you, who created this set of circumstances? Amina Muhammad says, y'all know I was born at the wrong time. Well, join the club, Amina Muhammad. Yeah, you probably part of my tribe because I know I was. I don't even have a spirit for this. Did y'all hear the show yesterday that I did? Yeah, I know. I ain't. Yeah, bro, I ain't born for this, man. Not for this madness that go on. I'll be ready to check shit quick. For real. Chance Rogers, you are your own hero. Thank you, Marvin McKinney. Right. Nor the theft of African consciousness or black music. Ike Turner didn't do that. Well, Quan, you and me both. Time to press the pause button, be quiet for a minute, and do some self-reflection. And rid yourself of those individuals around you that constantly tell you what's wrong with you. I mean, to a degree, I do have to admit it. If I was born at a different time, I guess aspects of what I contributed to one of my greatest accomplishments, which is the public enemy thing, I guess that would have it would have hit different. All right. Whatever y'all think my contribution was. Yeah, someone asked me one time in an interview. I said, well, if I had to contribute one lyric or one note to a song, you felt my presence. Che Guevara was not the leader of anybody's country or anyone's country. Didn't hold office, not to my knowledge. But you know Che Guevara. So let's understand this particular dynamic, and sometimes we have to press the pause button on what's going on now. Because how do you know the Creator may give you a peep into your own life forward if you would just chill for a minute and press the pause button? Some of y'all right now are missing out on some beautiful things in life because you're out there chasing money. All right? Some brothers are missing some valuable things in life because you're out there chasing women. Not even women, you're chasing sex. So I just say, everybody, if we could just pause for a minute and reflect not only on Tina Turner's life, let's reflect on our own lives. And let's pull from her life to see if we can pass it down to some young people so we can help them out with their lives. Some women right now probably need to hear the word that you have about the positive word that you have about Tina Turner to help them in their lives. Can I give you all an example? Is it all right? Janelle Muhammad, thank you very much. Can I give you all an example? Give me a thumbs up, peace sign, something. Let me know I can move forward. Now, if y'all give me the go ahead, I'm going to mention a few names, but by no means is this a reflection of the people's names that I'm going to mention. All right? Okay, thanks, John Trey. Thanks, Quan. And it's the last point I'm going to make. Do you think, and I'm just throwing some names out there, if Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, City Girls, Glorilla sat in a seminar or lecture or small little women's circle, women's group with Tina Turner, do you think they would learn something from Tina Turner? I'm just asking a question. One of Tina Turner's songs was just as provocative as anything that any of those artists that I just mentioned, any one of their songs. Tina Turner's Private Dancer was probably just as provocative. Am I right or wrong? But it's the way she did it. All right? Infinite Evolution says they might learn something if they were sober, but what if they're all intoxicated? Infinite, that's just a chance we got to take, bro. Because when I came to the first meeting I came to, I had to work through my issue. It wasn't intoxication. I wasn't high. I wasn't drunk. But my fist was clenched, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because I had a serious issue. All right? With aspects of humanity. I'm not going to get deep into that. Do you think she would have something to impart on them women that I just mentioned? And a lot of y'all are saying, would they even listen? And I got to respect y'all for saying that. Because that age group, yeah, they have an issue with listening. Thank you, Travis X. Really appreciate that. They could learn what love got to do with it, Eve. Eve. Thank you, Eve, Adam. Damn, Amina Muhammad. I hear you. But you know what I have to do? I mean, I respect what you're saying, but you know what I have to do? I have to deal with the results of what those artists I just mentioned. I got to deal with how their lyrics and songs affect not only members of my family, but their friends' friends. So to a degree, we got to deal with it. That is the reason why I put my book together. You Are the Song That You Sing. So I gotta deal with the songs by Nicki Minaj and Glorilla and City Girls and Cardi B, and because I'm one of them individuals that I gotta understand it in order to teach the next generation to get it right. All right, I gotta do it in book 2 also. So I'm doing my part. I'm not telling you how to do your part. All right, I'm not telling you how to do your part. I'm doing a pop-up this Saturday in Atlanta. If y'all around, you know anybody that's coming through Atlanta, let them know I'm doing a pop-up. Tell them to text me. It's at Helpful Essence Cafe on the West End. Tell them to hit me up, 678-557-2919. I'll give them the address of where I'm going to be. And I want to be able to play positive vibes. So, Ms. Muhammad, I got to be able to deal with it one way or the other. All right? So starting on June 1st, you can pre-order book 2. All right, if you want to pre-order book 2, just send me a text message. 678-557-2919. 678-557-2919. Quan, can you put my number up, please? Quan already put the information up on how to get book 2. All right? But if you want to pre-order, just text me. I'll send you a link, and we'll take it from there. But we have to be able to get the information, the tool, because that's all this is a tool to reach that generation beyond the Nicki Minaj's and City Girls and Cardi B's and Glorillaz and way beyond them. All right? But we need the tools to do that. This is only one tool. All right? The day I'll be at Helpful Essence is on Saturday, probably starting at noon. All right? Helpful Essence on Saturday on the west end of Atlanta. Can y'all help me pass the word? I'm going to do a flyer tonight, and I'm going to get it out. And I'm doing a live tomorrow. So the flyer will already be out up on my Instagram page and my Facebook. And I'll try to do a short little show to let y'all know. All right? Marvin McKinley, I hear you, bro. And since they're not going away anytime soon, we got to be able to teach that generation behind them not to respond to that madness. Q-Biz, you right. All right? I'm not forsaking the generation after them. If I could get to them, if I could just save one, I'm good. All right? Anyway, fam, I'm not going to belabor this talk. All right? We're celebrating the homegoing of our sister, Miss Tina Turner. May you rest in power. May you rest in peace. For myself and everybody here at Serious Minds, RNTV. All right? We'll remember you, sis, because we're going to speak your name in a positive light. All right? Thank you very much for helping with this conversation, help move this conversation along. I really respect y'all and really thank y'all for coming on. All right? Serious Minds. Attract serious minds. Seriously, I love y'all to life. It's Professor Griff. All right? All right. Peace, fam. Peace. 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
According to quantum physics, a particle vibrating from your sound box when you speak can affect a molecule inside a star at the edge of the universe instantly. This is what's known as quantum entanglement. The greatest illusion of the universe is the illusion of separation. Do not say your voice carries no weight. Your words are being absorbed by the edge of infinity. May you create as you speak. According to quantum physics, a particle vibrating from your sound box when you speak can affect a molecule inside a star at the edge of the universe instantly. This is what's known as quantum entanglement. The greatest illusion of the universe is the illusion of separation. Do not say your voice carries no weight. Your words are being absorbed by the edge of infinity. May you create as you speak. According to quantum physics, a particle vibrating from your sound box when you speak can affect a molecule inside a star at the edge of the universe instantly. This is what's known as quantum entanglement. The greatest illusion of the universe is the illusion of separation. Do not say your voice carries no weight. Your words are being absorbed by the edge of infinity. May you create as you speak.
Which means it's too strong.
Griff, public enemy, the ex-minister.